If you can narrow down nursing exam answers to 2 options, but then you always choose the wrong one, that's not bad luck. That's because nobody's ever explained to you exactly how nursing exam questions are written. Almost every nursing student I ever meet complains about this. They say, "Nurse Nicole, I thought I studied everything, but I still get stuck between 2 answer choices, and then I second guess myself and I always pick the wrong one." And they tell me that even more embarrassingly, when they go to their instructor's office hours afterward, the correct answer is suddenly obvious to them. So why can't they get the correct answer on the test? It's frustrating to be constantly second guessing your own brain, especially when it means losing points that you need on your exams. This cycle absolutely destroys your confidence, explodes your test anxiety, and eventually makes you stop trusting your brain entirely. But the real problem isn't that you're bad at test taking. You do not need better test taking strategies. The real problem is you have never been trained to think the same way that those nurses writing your tests are thinking. And that's because nursing exams are written in a way to trick nursing students who rely mostly on memorization when you study. When it feels like all the answer choices are right and you have to pick the one that's most right, that's a trap. They write the questions and the answer options that way on purpose to trick you because it tests whether you can actually think like a nurse or whether you only have been stuffing a lot of facts in your head, but you don't really know how to think through them. And other nurses, even your nursing instructors, don't even really understand what's going on here with the testing. So they're probably telling you over and over again, just focus on the priority nursing action because you're really being tested on priorities and safeties. They may even oversimplify the advice by telling you, just pick the thing that kills the client the fastest. And while that sounds like good advice in theory, it doesn't help you when you sit down at home or at the library to study. Because when you have chapters and chapters to read and hundreds of PowerPoint slides to get through, you don't even know where to start. And that's why when my tutoring members use the Silver Bullet study system to study, they get a concrete step-by-step approach that they can use for any topic that they have to study in nursing school. This approach trains their brain to think like a nurse, which is how the test writers are thinking, so that they can always spot exactly what the test question is asking. And they can still narrow it down to 2 answer choices. But now they can easily identify which answer choice is correct and which answer choice is the best distractor. You know, the one that you used to second guess yourself on and choose instead of the correct answer. And best of all, after studying with the Silver Bullet study system, my tutoring members understand why these 2 answers are different. One of my tutoring members started working with me after she failed an exam that she thought she was ready for. Only she kept second guessing herself so many times that she did not get the grade she wanted, not even close. After switching to the Silver Bullet study system method, she told me that the test questions have finally started making sense to her, to the point that at first, she just thought that the teacher was starting to write easier tests, until I pointed out to her that the class average had not been improving, only her test grade had been improving, which means it wasn't the test getting easier, it was her ability to answer the questions on the test. And her grades have been steadily improving ever since she made this study switch. So if you're also tired of constantly second-guessing yourself and losing points on exams, remember this. It is not about studying more. It is not about studying harder. It's not even about gimmicky test-taking hacks like what's going to kill them quickest. It's about learning to understand, and to do that, you have to study like a nurse so you can think like a nurse. I've got a free starter training on the Silver Bullet study system for you that shows you exactly how to do this. Comment with SBSS, and I will send you the link. Or you can grab it in the description on this video.